Yes, and Jelani Asar here with Income Protection Atlanta. First things first, go to incomeprotectionatlanta.com. Right now, just open up a new tab or a new browser in Firefox or whatever your browser may be. Go to incomeprotectionatlanta.com and join our email list so you can receive your free report entitled Protect My Income in Atlanta, only for you if you desire more financial security in this volatile and chaotic economy. And now let's get to our interview with another mesmerizing Atlanta business owner.
Yeah, so I know you're the president and the COO. How did Twitpay get started, and then how did you get into the business?
Sure. It got started as a concept, just like any other startup. Somebody comes up with a pretty bright idea. The original idea was a person-to-person payment concept, where somebody could tweet, like I could tweet you $5 for lunch. You might have paid for lunch, and I can tweet you $5.
Okay.
That has a limited capability. In the United States, you don't need a lot of person-to-person payment capability. So when the investor group got involved and made some investments in it, they looked at it and determined that it was better off as we started out actually in the nonprofit arena, where we've got 60 nonprofit companies, or organizations more correctly, that are able to put out requests for donations, and then people are able to make donations. And then this year we signed up with Stored Value Solutions, the gift card processor, and integrated with them, and we're now able to provide direct capabilities to any of their merchants right away. So that's kind of the genesis. The founders, again, were the ones that had kind of the initial idea, and then we developed and refined a strategy that brought it into more of this commercial marketplace.
I see. And then I saw in here that you were launched at the Atlanta Startup Weekend. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that is correct. The founder was the one that launched it there, and that was that person-to-person payment concept that they launched.
Okay. Is there any reason why you're in Atlanta as opposed to another major city?
Well, yes,
like Brooklyn or New York.
Yeah, no, there absolutely is. Atlanta, it first off, it does have a strong startup community. That is number one, first and foremost. But also primarily, it has a strong payment processing community. A lot of gift card processing and payment processing, credit card processing, and all of that happen here. There are huge pools of people that know all about this business and are out doing similar things to what we're doing, coming up with new payment ideas and concepts. So there's a pretty strong community, both at the large corporate level, but also at the entrepreneurial level.
I see.
So that's one of the reasons for Atlanta.
Huh? So your niche is right here.
That's right. Yeah, it's obviously the social side would tend to be more West Coast, but the other good part about Atlanta is it is a very social savvy city as well. So we're also able to find folks that understand Twitter, that understand Facebook, now understand Google Plus, those types of things. Mm-hmm. So again, we're able to find a good number of those people as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was speaking with a guy, and he's one of the, I believe maybe one of the top 5 LinkedIn profiles, I guess you could say, as far as his number of connections. And he was holding a presentation. His name is Jim Brown. And he was saying during the presentation that Atlanta is one of the top cities for social media in the world.
It is. It absolutely is. I think you have San Francisco, New York, and Atlanta usually comes in 3rd or 4th in that list, and that's pretty high up.
Definitely. So What significant changes do you see coming in commerce over the internet? I know you just came from the ATM debit and prepaid forum in Las Vegas. What changes do you see coming as far as commerce over the internet? I mean, it seems like so many areas of business are moving from the physical world to the digital world.
Yeah, perfect setup there. I think the thing you're going to see more ideas like what we have with Twitpay. You're also going to see more on the digital wallet side.
Uh-huh.
And, again, I've seen a lot of really interesting things, and, there are plenty of companies out there, but there are probably a couple that come to mind. The Google, the Google Wallet that they're pioneering right now and testing out. And I think what's going to happen is your smartphone, is going to become the wallet of the future.
Interesting.
And then what's going to what I think will happen, and again, this is me talking, but what I think will happen is, that wallet will have open slots in it where people like us put in, like I would call myself the social wallet, that would go into a larger wallet, where, somebody would have, if you think of what goes in a wallet today, right, pull your wallet out of your pocket, what's in it, you have everything from an insurance card, driver's license, your health insurance card,
right,
money, credit cards, gift cards, whatever. All those things have to go into a wallet.
Right.
And it's not easy to get all those things into an electronic wallet yet, laws, rules, standards, those types of things.
Uh-huh.
But I think those are going to be developing pretty rapidly here in the future, and you're not going to see people walking around with a big bulge in their back pocket, with a big wallet full of all sorts of cards.
Right. Wow. And I can so easily see that.
Yeah, and there are a number of things that have to be answered there. Obviously, security first and foremost, right?
Right, right.
And then, again, laws and rules around what things can be digitized, how they're digitized, and all that. I'm sure there are lots of those rules. And, how can you make that payment securely and safe?
Right. Definitely.
All that. Can they handle that at the point of sale? Lots of different things that need to be answered, but people are heading in that direction very quickly.
Mm. And are you seeing a lot of that in Atlanta, considering the community that we have here regarding payment processing and social commerce?
We're seeing a lot of the payment processing, a lot of original payment processing ideas. Probably not as much social commerce in Atlanta as we'd like to see.
Okay.
Although, like I said, it is a pretty vibrant community. I would love to see more. Only because that once you have that, the exchange of ideas helps everybody, raise the level of play in
right.
the gift company.
Right, right. Now, you're the president of the company. What does it take to run a company, especially a startup? As far as the personal, internal fortitude and vision, I mean, what are some of the challenges that you have to deal with, and what advice would you share for entrepreneurs in Atlanta? Like you were saying, we've got a strong startup community here. What advice would you give for leaders of these companies?
Well, the simple advice is, first and foremost, it's definitely not easy. You have to have a pretty strong mind in terms of having your thoughts on your vision and pushing that forward. You'll get a lot of people that will push back on you. Obviously, for example, with Twitpay, we're rolling out a brand new concept that nobody has ever even conceived of before.
Right.
So when they first see it, there are lots of reasons they don't use it, won't sign up for it, all those things. And you have to work your way through those things. So you really do have to be focused, and you have to, what can I say, you can't take no for an answer.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have to persevere. The other thing that you need to do is find people that can give you sage advice. And that's always hard to do. In our startup community, that's good. There are people out there that, as you meet, as you network with them and, have discussions with them and all that, you can get good advice. You also want to have a good set of investors and folks on your board that can contribute to your business plan, either by giving you ideas, giving you connections, those types of things, giving you money, of course. But again, you have to have all those things lined up. So it's a lot of things, and then you have to focus on sales, meeting with your potential clients, and then also just running your company, like you said, making sure that the strategic vision is in play, making adjustments to it as you see changes in the market or as different market realities hit you.
Right.
So those are the things. It's kind of a non sequitur list, but that's the point. Some days I have to be meeting with clients, and then other days I have to be meeting with my technology team trying to figure something out.
Interesting. So you have to be able to communicate.
And wonderful. And join us for our next part of another fantastic interview with our great guest, with another amazing Atlanta business owner. In the next video.